What's up? Tyler here, an album review. This time, I'm going to be talking about Animals as Leader's new album, The Joy of Motion. This comes out March 25th via Sumerian Records. They're streaming it on their YouTube page, which is where I've been listening to it the past 3 days. I think it's been streaming now. So the record is 12 tracks long. It's the follow-up to 2011's Weightless. And this is the first album that Sumerian has released for Animals as Leaders. So this is their first album for them. Past two were on Prosthetic Records. This is their third album. Yada, yada, yada. They're just an instrumental band, if you don't know them. It just consists of three members. Tosin Abasi, I hope I pronounced this guy's name right. Javier Reyes, guitar player. Both of those guys on guitar. And then Matt Garstka, who they just put on drums, just announced that. So this is his first album with the band. Excuse me. So I love Animals as Leaders. I think their first album, self-titled debut, is kind of a classic in my eyes. Just songs such as K-Fo off of that were just phenomenal. The whole album just really was interesting. Weightless was good. However, I always get kind of lost in it towards the end. It all kind of seems a little blurry to me. Maybe it's just the way that they put the tracks in order or whatever. I don't know. It was just an okay album. It was nothing like the first one. However, I can safely say that this third album, The Joy of Motion, is amazing. It really is. I'm just, every time I see Animals as Leaders live, I've seen them live twice. Every time I listen to him, I'm always blown away by Tosin Abasi's guitar work. And he is the centerpiece of this band. This is pretty much his band. And, you know, all the focus is on him. All the focus is on the guitar playing. And it just shines on this album so well. It's evident right from the beginning with Cascade, the very first track. I love the beautiful guitar that starts off the entire album. I love that little, guitar riff, whatever you want to call it. It's gorgeous, and that's something that really just is something about this entire album. It's a gorgeous album. It has its more heavy, more, off-time, rhythmic type parts where they bust out the fucking 8 strings and they just get heavy and thick on you. Then they have moments like that. Or they have moments such as in the song Lippincott. I hope I pronounced that right. The very first track that they released for this album. That the way that starts off is just fucking awesome. It is just talent galore, and it's very catchy. That's something about this entire album. Something that I felt was missing from Weightless, but was present on their debut, is just catchy songs. Knowing that there's a huge difference from song to song, and that is definitely something that is much improvement in my eyes. Every song is truly memorable. I'll say that. Songs such as Another Year, which is just happy as shit. Physical Education is one of the best songs on here, with just the bouncy breakdown part in the middle is just awesome. I love that. Tooth and Claw has 3 of the best guitar notes I've ever heard in my life. When you listen to that song, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when they hit those notes. That's another fantastic song. Really, the whole album is. All 12 tracks really suck you in. And one thing that I feel that instrumental music should do is it should invoke a lot of emotion in you. To really keep you in and just suck you in and make you pay attention to all the tracks on the record. And that's something that this album does. It really invokes emotions in you. You might hear something and be like, wow, for some reason memories are coming back. This just is like the soundtrack to a certain, event to me. At least that's something that was happening to me. I was like, holy shit, this is pretty rad. But, one thing I love about Animals as Leaders is their sound. They don't have, a bassist. And I don't really think they need one. They just have 2 guitar players, and when, they're doing different things, it works out. One plays more of a lower bass type part. When you have 8 strings, you almost don't need a fucking bassist. But you know, I just love their sound. It's fantastic. I feel that they have one of my favorite guitar tones in all of music. Listen to this guitar tone. It is just the cleanest, most beautiful thing you've ever seen. The leads when they're playing a solo just scream off the fucking CD, scream out of your speakers. You know, when they play, you know, some of the lower parts, some of the more heavy riffs, they just destroy you. It's just an awesome balance of heaviness and you know, fucking awesomeness and, you know, beautifulness. There's a lot of ness. And so their sound is just one of the best things, and I feel that this is by far the best production that this band has ever had. It really, really sounds like a step up. I feel that this is just a step up for this band in general. I mean, like I said, every song is seriously fantastic. It's great music to listen to while you're working, just something nice to put on. You know, then, you know, it makes you want to bang your head. It makes you want to cry from the beautifulness. It's everything. I don't know about crying, actually. I don't fucking know. And now, when it comes to the drums, I wasn't particularly blown away by the drums, and I'm being completely honest with you. They're kind of there. I mean, this guy has talent. He's very interesting to watch live. I always thought he was, you know, entertaining live, but I don't know. It's just something here. Just maybe it's because when you listen to Animals as Leaders, the focus is on the guitars, and the drums are just kind of taking the back seat a little bit. And it's just, I don't know. It's just something about them. They sound fine. They are fine. They get the job done, but they're not like, boom, because the focus is on the guitars. Another thing that I love about this is the atmosphere created through this entire album is just awesome. It really, really is. I love, you know, some of the ambience that goes on some of these songs. It's phenomenal. And just overall, this is just a solid, solid, solid fucking album. I don't really know what else I can say about it. It's just a good, good release, and it's one of the better instrumental releases that I've heard in a long time. I'd put it up there, you know, I'd say Scale the Summits, The Migration was a fantastic instrumental release, and so is this one. So I'd put that up there. I can't decide whether this is their best album or their self-titled is. Who knows? I will be picking this up when it comes out this Tuesday, March 25th. I encourage you to pick it up. I encourage you to listen to the stream. Be your own judge. I will link the stream in the description box. I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. This is a really, really good album. I absolutely enjoy it. I'd have to say my favorite song is probably Tooth and Claw, but let me know what your favorite song is. And thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. As always, see you around.